Nashville calls itself Music City, USA, and for once we found a Chamber of Commerce guilty of understatement. There are 500,000 people in Nashville and only 3 of them haven't written songs, or so it would seem. Virtually everyone not only has a song in his heart, but on paper, and is looking for that one big break. Doctors, lawyers, and probably even Indian chiefs. Nashville is a celebration of country and pop music, of recording studios and publishers, of stars and stargazers. Here is a small sampling of its celebrants.
Elvis, Chevy Lee, Perkins, and Cash, good music was never been.
Hook it, okay.
Was beginning to rock.
Can we write down them the last one?
Go for it.
Okay,
the water of the muddy Mississippi, but the show.
He wore blue suede shoes.
I'd like to welcome everyone to Nashville. Nashville, Tennessee, Picker's Paradise, or Country Music USA.
Now this is a hit.
I know it is.
Believe me, this is
Joe,
a hit.
Joe Henderson down there, okay?
Have over 700 millionaires here in Nashville. And this is Dolly's.
Tumble out of bed and I stumble to the kitchen.
I walk the line.
I'm gonna get a red limousine, I think. What color are you gonna get?
Pink.
Pink? All right.
You take the word songwriter, for instance. What is the first word in songwriter?
Song.
Well, no, it's so.
So.
S-O, you know. As in, so who needs you?
Here is a song written by Mr. Songwriter in this town from the pen of Harlan Howard. It's Patsy Cline. Listen to the words to this.
I fall to pieces.
Writing songs is simple. Writing songs that get recorded and make money is hard. Yeah, oh yeah, everybody's got a song.
Down by the river, catch a fish or two. Hang a little crappie or a bass will do. Throw 'em in the pan and listen to 'em sizzle. What a great adventure for a boy like you. What a great adventure for a boy like you. All right, I think we're ready to hit enter here.
I'm a Nashville bum. I look good in cowboy clothes and I sing through my nose. Webb said that's the way to get her done.
How many times must I have a dream for my dreams to come true? How many more nights will I have to spend without you?
He still lives in the hearts of you and me in America. Rock and roll in blue suede shoes, hound dog and a teddy bear.
You know who writes more songs than anybody? Doctors.
Ladies and gentlemen, you gotta be real cool. Know who you're loving, don't be a fool. You might wind up paying those eternal dues, cause it's the scourge of the century. It's the 80s AIDS blues.
Hey, cats, chicks, I'm Vito Toledo. I'm the jet pilot of Jive, the hitman himself, the Baron of the Blues, the Duke of the Down Home, and the General of Jump Street. I got a hit song. It's called Out of the Blue. I want to do it for you here. Out of the blue came the one that you long for. Out of the blue. I'm definitely a musician trapped in a lawyer's body.
I went down to the graveyard. Sure is weird singing in this place. To see my favorite computer ship. If you can get married without wondering what you're doing, without thinking you might be screwing up your life. There are a lot of musicians. The fellow who pumps your gas in Nashville may be a hell of a songwriter. You're either not being honest or looking at the whole forest of the choices in sight.
He had his guitar with him, and he came in, and he said he wanted to record a song, and then we have it.
Donna Marie, what if
go a bit too far. Oh, Ma, you squished my kitten.
Oh.
So he wrapped her tiny body.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough.
Good morning, Tree International Country Music Publishers.
Here's a good line.
When I met him, I was a child. Then he changed me.
I love country music. They're everywhere. Yeah.
Business and guitars is always steady. It's always steady here. They come back and get their guitars and they'll make another shot at it. Try to do it one more time, I guess.
When long hair was fashion, I used to cut my hair short. Clean shaven and three-piece suit I was.
I finally made it to Mecca, right here in Nashville, Tennessee.
Then I fought in the Asian War, and that cost me some of my friends. Now all of those friends are like I was before, and I'm back to blue jeans again.
If she knew how many times I'd lied, well, she'd probably leave tomorrow. A friend told me before I moved here, says, there's 10,000 people in Nashville doing what you want to do. And I said, well, when I get there, there'll be 10,001. That would cause her any sorrow.
Another try for fireworks, another flame to the fuse, another try at winning, oh, just another chance to lose.
I guess I'll be one of those old hags that hang out in the bar and...
Oh, just another chance to lose.
Hollywood was full of beautiful young girls and handsome young men all wanted to be actors. Well, most of them didn't make it, but it was the town of dreams, and that's what Nashville is now.
Crocodile Dundee. I don't believe it. He's in my office.
The long white sandy beaches on the cool summer days. Now you.
The frustration can kill a person. It can drive you insane.
You've got something here. Now, I don't know what it is.
Well, today the Lord answered my prayers, and the DJs played my songs while I just lied and pretend and hummed right along to Kitty Wells and my mama. Roy Acuff was my daddy, and old George Jones was the best friend I'd ever had. And in this tiny, tiny little world of make-believe, they played for just us three. It was the Lord, the DJs, and me. Yes, the Lord, the DJs, and me.
Everything that I needed was waiting there. I was a happy little millionaire in the treehouse that my daddy built for me. We sometimes...
You know those guys that do everything?
Uh-huh.
Oh, they write.
Sure.
And they sing.
Yes.
And they play like Quicksilver. The boys, he had some hits. Ricky Skaggs.
Heartbreak hurricane. She's gone but not forgotten. Lord, I still call her name. Despite the devastation, sweet memories remain. In the wake of a heartbreak hurricane.
Dolly's got a line in one of her songs. It says, eyes full of stars and a heart full of dreams.
Hopefully I'll make it and write music and be a star. I walked the streets of Nashville, the longest night I know. Just a poor country girl with no place to call home.
A drunk man staggered from his car. See what he had done. And in his arms in a pool of blood lay this poor little dying son. He screamed, oh, daddy, daddy, don't you drink no more. What do you think? Is that a hit?
People ask me, is it country? Why I sing the blues?
Rock and roll don't pay my bills, they all still overdue. Waylon, Willie, and Merle I'm not, I happen to be Phil. Country music is just fine, only if it's real.
Oh, but then one night in some empty room where no curtains ever hung, like a miracle, some golden words rolled off of someone's tongue. And after years of being nothing, they're all looking right at you. And then for a while they'll go in style on 16th Avenue.
The songwriter's anthem.
It looks so uneventful, so quiet and discreet. But a lot of lives were changed down on that little one-way street. 'Cause they walk away from everything just to see a dream come true. So God bless the boys who make the noise on 16th Avenue.
Something funny is going on here in New York City. People are getting married at an astonishing rate, and no one knows quite why. Marriage licenses in New York are being issued at 3 times the rate of the rest of the country, and not just in June, but all year long. Here in New York, you can get a license for $10, and after a 24-hour wait, you can pay another $5 and get married right across the hall. Before people get married, they are usually anxious and frightened and funny. It isn't often that you see them in those final tortured moments, those moments when they sometimes wonder why they decided to get married at all.
Well, I don't know what's going on here.
Raise your right hands, please. Do you both solemnly swear or affirm that these are your legal signatures and the statements are true to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, that's $10, please.
So romantic. Is credit card good enough?
Please have a seat. Wait for your names to be called.
Please, this is probably, I'm probably selling my soul for $10 for the devil.
Oh, that credit card.
Aren't you glad I found my divorce decree?
Aren't you glad you found it?
We're now issuing 85,000 licenses a year in New York City. Certainly, the AIDS epidemic may be one of the causes for it.
Romance lives in the city of New York. People sense that it's a little bit more dangerous to be freewheeling, as people may have been in the 70s.
I'm getting too old to be trying to run around. I don't have wheels no more. I can't jump on the bike and go down the block.
Yes, you can.
Nah,
yes, you can.
One-stop shopping, and I've stopped shopping.
We have to find out if there's a room in the church that we could wait in. You know, like we all leave and say, you're late. I don't want to sit waiting.
I'm late. We're not little kids anymore, playing games.
We probably even see more of a variety of people than even motor vehicles, you know, because at least if you're going to get a driver's license, you at least have to have access to a car and you have to have intentions of learning how to drive, whereas here, you don't, all you need is the $10 and somebody who loves it.
No, we're just tasting the menu that we picked out.
What menu?
The menu that my mother and I did the other day on Wednesday afternoon.
I thought we were going to talk about the menu with me, too.
You couldn't be there. She couldn't see us.
You guys didn't even ask me on the phone.
John, I did everything possible.
What? You're pretty relaxed, actually.
What, about doing this?
Yeah, much more than you were
Sweetie,
guessing.
I love you. There's no big issue. The things I'll be nervous about.
I can't believe I couldn't help pick the menu.
Well, I tried to make it for today. The menu planning for today.
I was looking forward to help you selecting the food, though.
I know. I was looking forward to your
Well,
We'd still go out and have lunch and get smashed. Yeah. I mean, no matter what.
That's right.
If you want to be married, this is the place. Over here, sir. The bride and one witness, sir. The bride and one witness. I think it's about time I retired now because I've seen it all. Then I'll write my book. Oh, like the day the girl, model, came in with the paper dress on. And he gave her such a bare hug, it just ripped. But the undergarments was beautiful underneath, so it didn't matter too much. $5, please. When I call you again, you go inside.
Yes, sir.
Hey, one that we give kids, Eddie.
I love you. I love you. I love you. For always.
Tonight. Okay, let me get the mother.
Donald and Evelyn. Donald and Evelyn, go inside, please.
And I'm starting to get...
You starting to get the jitters?
Yeah.
Just
Whatever you do, don't faint on me now.
I feel more secure now that I'm married. It's nice to have that little paper.
It's gonna get done. And then if it get done, we got 3 days
If it get done, no, if it get done, it will get done,
will,
remember?
right, it will.
Okay.
And then we got 3 days ourselves.
Do either of you know any reason why you both should not be legally joined in marriage?
And we paid $10 across the hall. Now you got to pay $5? That's $15, they'll say. Then that time I say, well, if you went to St. Patrick's, you paid more than that.
Do you, Andres, take Lillian? Do you, James, take Patricia? Do you, Benjamin, take Rebecca? Do you, Tana, take Sharon? Do you, Bruno, take Malgorzata? Do you, Dangwan, take Jamie in holy matrimony for as long as you both shall live? You don't have to go out and get the business comes to you as long as you both shall live. And like I say, it's pleasant, and the train lets me out right under the building. Do you, Ronaldo, take Anna in holy matrimony for as long as you both shall live?
I don't understand you.
You want to get married?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
I do.
I do.
I do.
Do you, Catherine, take Richard in holy matrimony for as long as you both shall live?
Yes, I do.
I do.
I do.
As you both have consented in wedlock and have acknowledged it before this company, I do, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the laws of the state of New York, now pronounce you husband and wife. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Kiss your bride, Daniel.
Okay, so you finally did it?
Yes.
And out of all that we've gone through,
Right.
do I still have to fix you some lamb tonight?
Yes, baby, because I'm hungry, and that's the truth. Some
No.
lamb, potatoes, black-eyed peas.
Potatoes and black-eyed peas?
That's right, I'm hungry. All this running around just to get married, baby,
You mean
I'm
to tell
hungry.
me this is what you're gonna send me through all the days of my life?
Yes, because I love you. Love you, girl. Love you.
Sir, we're collecting stories here. Ladies, interviews 50 cents?
I didn't bring 50 cents. I want $50. Can I get $50 for an interview?
An awful lot of the most interesting stuff I hear doesn't make it into broadcasts because it's not about the news.
Hi.
Hi.
Every day you get up and you see these guys, it's like Christmas. Isn't that right, Tom?
Yeah.
People are just telling stories, or they're talking about whatever really matters to them.
As Truman said, if you want a friend in Washington, get a dog. Oh, we had a dog, and it had a wonderful life with us, and we had a wonderful life with it. And it was put to sleep before it had any bad pain.
So here's the idea.
Story of
Go out and listen to people, someplace where they're comfortable and have time to talk.
Don't they just pass you and look at you like, what is this? Interviews, 50 cents?
Yes, most of them do. But, you know, some stuff. And the sign? It's kind of a lure and kind of a gag. And if the idea doesn't work, maybe we can at least make lunch money.
Well, it was nice talking to you.
All right.
And I'm going to take my 50 cents back.
Oh, wait a minute.
I always learn things the hard way. From driving stick shifts to mowing lawns to learning how to walk. I always learn things the hard way. Sometimes I can figure out things like that, you know, no one else can. Other times I can't figure out the simplest things, and the answer's right in front of me. And everyone else can do it, but I can't.
Yeah, but don't you think everybody's like that? They are.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Hi, good afternoon. An interview opportunity here, 50 cents.
Are you going to pay me or should I pay you?
Well, it all depends on how good the story is.
Okay, then let's just leave it on the table and we'll see what happens. Okay.
All right.
I've been searching the world over, at least for the past 12 months anyhow, to try to find the tongue end for this chin strap, the scale chin strap on this 1900 French dragoon helmet. See, I have the buckle end already. See?
Oh, I see, yeah.
Where is it? Up here, buckle end.
Yeah.
I need the tongue end on here. What do you think?
I'd say you owe me 50 cents.
60 years ago, my husband's brother, he hitched the horses to the wagon, his family and my family, me with a little 3-month-old baby. And we came down here in a wagon just to see Rehoboth Beach. And I never been back here till then.
You mean this is the first visit you've made back here since you were here 60 years ago?
I never cared for the water when I grew up. I always had something to do.
I'm gonna tell about a zoo.
A stew?
A zoo.
A zoo. All right.
I saw a monkey.
A monkey? You saw a monkey? Uh-huh. And what did he look like?
Brown and white.
Did his face look like this?
Is there a interviewer school they send you to?
Well, first you lay out, then you go get something to eat, and then talk about other people.
So who do you talk about?
Who? Everybody. I don't know. I think it's more or less the people that are just embarrassing themselves by the things they're wearing or something, you know what I mean?
I often wonder, you know, men wear those little bikini bathing suits. You think that's not good?
No.
I wonder because...
I think it's disgusting.
Oh. Oh, man, wait a minute. Here's one of those bathing suits that... How long have you been married?
17 years.
That's pretty long.
Yeah, and we're still happy. That's the best part. It's great. We've been coming down here ever since we got married, too. It's a good time to come down and forget our dysfunction for a week, you know?
We had come home from a dance, a bunch of young kids and I. And there was some clowning around between cars on the highway. And then we pulled into this hamburger place, and it was pretty dark, and everybody started punching each other, and the next thing you know, a bunch of kids were stabbed. And I was one of them, and I ended up in this hospital. And my dad had been pretty sick, and he came in and visited me. And I had to stay in intensive care for 5 days, even though I was pretty sick, but not intensive care. And then I was able to get out of intensive care and go to a regular bed because there was an opening in the hospital, and that was because my dad had died in the hospital. So I didn't get to go to his funeral, and I didn't never see him again. And when Father's Day comes around, it stinks. And so today, I thought I'd take my next door neighbor to dinner. because I kind of adopted him as a father over the past few years. Now, I just thought I'd tell you that. Hold on a minute. Thanks. Thank you.
Through summer afternoons and evenings, we listened. When we were done, the change box had in it about what it had when we started. Anyway, interviews come along all the time. All you have to do is wait.
Is looking at us now. What are we going to do? And look what we're doing. Nothing.
Like Sandy, let me say the final thing. If one person makes the decision, let that person make the decision, and we'll get rid of this.
So why? What's the decision that has to be made?
They have to bomb that guy.
So what are we waiting for?
You ask me. I'm asking the same thing. What are we waiting for?
And what happens if they miss and they go to one of the bombs go off site?
We know from the IRA, you cannot just send a missile over and get rid of them. You know, it just doesn't work.
The mayor just ordered another 6,000 body bags. 6,000 more body bags on top of what they got. And there's not enough morgues to put these people in.
It's hard.
What are we talking about here?
I still think it was a nightmare, and I gotta get up and I find everything is finished.
Again, we're waiting, another meeting, another committee, let's get together.
It's not supposed to be. It's only one person makes a decision. Let that person make the decision, and it's it. It's over.
But somehow we're always afraid to pull the trigger. We're afraid to. Roosevelt didn't wait to pull the trigger. The next day, boom. War.
But the reality of the situation is there's nothing you can do, as you said earlier, about somebody who is willing to kill himself. And that's a different dimension from anything that we've experienced.
We're afraid. Stop being afraid. Stop asking questions. And do what you have to do.
Listen,
then face the public criticism.
When you deal with somebody crazy, killing innocent people,
he's
you don't
crazy.
have to be afraid of anybody. You just go get that person, and that's it. I hope will be over.
But we're facing the war right now, my friend. Look at that. Well, I got here 200 cabs, non-drivers. The Pakistanis and the Indians are afraid to come into work.
That's it.
How are we gonna pay the rent, man?
You know, it's we're here in Midtown. It's like nothing happened. Downtown, so many people die. You know, it's amazing.
Personally, I feel very confused in this moment. I feel confused, very confused.
I feel empty inside, you know.
Anybody gonna come to support them, gonna suffer too. They're gonna suffer too. They're gonna suffer the same consequences that we suffer. They're gonna suffer it. Say, yo, you supporting this idiot? Okay, Sadat, you think we're playing? We didn't get you the first time. Everybody's suffering. Cab drivers are suffering. Everybody. Managers in the garage are suffering. Everybody's suffering. You know, people are suffering. People are dying.
So, you know, if they do rebuild the World Trade Center, as far-fetched as it sounds, don't you think people should have parachutes and be trained in jumping out of the building?
No, I don't think so. It's ridiculous to ever have a building get put up anyway that far up. I don't think so happen.
Exactly. Like Desert Storm, except this time finish the job. You know, they got to find these guys, and if Bin Laden's one of them, whoever it is, and whoever his people are, and finish the job this time. something people are never, ever going to forget, no matter what.
We don't even deserve
watching it on TV, it looks like, it doesn't even look like...
It doesn't look like America.
No, it looks like a different country on the other side
of the country. It's totally different, totally different. I mean, I'm still tripping.
It looks like something that would happen in Iraq or anywhere else.
These religious fanatics did this. You gotta decide, this is right, what we're doing, to bomb them, to annihilate them, that's right. You can't say, oh, but it's their religion, don't do it. No, make the decision right near.
But just to say bomb them,
whether you're wrong or right.
The them should be people responsible for this.
The
that's
lunatics,
what I'm saying.
yeah, the maniacs.
But that's hard. I am wondering how President Bush is going to single those people out, the them that you talk about. And as we would say in Spanish, toma, take this, okay? Toma. Take this and eat it, you know, free of charge.
Were you scared when this whole thing happened?
Yes, I was crying, bursting.
Yeah. It was hard to see it on TV. Do you think it was okay that Mom let you watch it?
A little bit.
Yeah. Do you wish I didn't watch it so much? Yeah. I just feel like it's better for you to know what's going on rather than to try to hide it from you.
Yeah, that would be best, because if you hid it from me.
Yeah.
I am not going to be a prisoner in my own country. I'm not going to walk in fear. That's not what my father and my ex-husband fought for. Not at all. You know.
But that's the difference for me is how do we, like they say, we don't know who the enemy is. We don't know.
That's it. So stop immigration at this point right now. Anybody coming from that side, from any of those countries, stop it. Take it back. Stop it. I was born here. Nobody's talking to you.
And don't be talking about my fucking people. Because as long as you carpet bomb babies, as long as our Iraqi babies are hungry and bleeding and starving, as long as Egyptian babies are bleeding and starving, fuck out. Get out! Get the fuck out! You supposed to bomb and nuke and rape. You son of a bitch! Why y'all supposed to be out in that fucking hole? Raping people! My cousin down in that.
That's exactly what I mean. When they take away my freedom, they can come here, insult me, and scream whatever they want, burn my flag. And I didn't blame all the Muslims. I said, I'm not blaming all of them.
I read something today at a sidewalk that said, an eye for an eye makes a country go blind. So, yeah.
America has so much to learn from this. We can never let our guard down.
But that's ridiculous. Then you're like living, then it's like you're constantly living in fear. And that's a little ridiculous. Like, I don't think we should do that. And again, if you're going to be living in
Monday, 9/17/01 at 1030 hours from a funeral parlor at 0830 hours.